So, if you are anything like my younger self at all, if you're anything like younger Emery, you really struggle with confidence. Now, this is a massive issue among young guys. I see it everywhere. I've seen it in myself for years, up until maybe I'd say like a half a year ago. So today I want to explain to you how it is you can actually bring up your confidence in a no bullshit way. Okay, so first of all, let me just briefly run you through my story, see if you relate at all. If you do, keep watching, because this is going to be very helpful for you. So, for pretty much my entire life, I've had no confidence in myself at all. I've not had the confidence to speak up in social situations, to go out and try new things. You know, I used to, at my primary school, I used to like walk the long way around to my classes so I could avoid the massive girls, because our school was split up into boys and girls. I used to do that because I was so insecure in myself. And now, you know, people, they view me highly. They respect me. They treat me well. You know, I'm a lot better at sort of dominating social circles just naturally. You know, like I'm not trying to force myself onto other people, but even so, I'm laid back, relaxed, and people generally, I assume I'm sort of higher up in levels of status than they are, and so they treat me better. And it might sound vain, it might sound completely superficial, maybe it is, but your life improves a lot when you get to see that kind of growth. So what can you do? Well, first, let me give you a definition of confidence just to clarify things. My definition of confidence personally is it's that deep sense of security and that deep feeling that you'll be all right no matter what, that comes with becoming good at shit. That's a very key part, becoming good at shit. That's essentially what confidence is. It's a direct derivative of competence. The better you become at things, the more confident you become overall. Now, what this means is confidence can be very local, i.e., it can be restrained to very niche areas of your life. So, say, for example, you've been playing Minecraft for years. When you're playing Minecraft, you are a confident motherfucker. You know what you're talking about. Say you're in the party chat, someone's like asking you for advice. You can speak with conviction because you know what you're talking about. You know you're good at this shit. Right? Then as soon as you take the headphones off, step away from your desk, put your shoes on, go outside, actually try to talk to people, you are a mess. An absolute mess. And this is the case with a lot of guys. This was the case with me. You know, I used to be an absolute monster on the PlayStation. As soon as I got outside, I couldn't hold eye contact with someone for more than like half a second. And why this is because while you're really good at playing video games, that doesn't translate to competence with people, with your social skills. So yeah, you can be really confident in one area, but not confident at all in another area. That being said, for every, say, 10 points of confidence you gain in one area, there will be a baseline increase of, say, 1 point of confidence across your entire life. You know, so say if you get 50 points better at Minecraft, you might be 5 points more confident in your life in general. And so the way to increase that baseline level of confidence, which is what you want, really, that's that kind of confidence that lets you, you know, go and talk to new people. That's the kind of confidence that lets you try new things, to take risks because you feel like you'll be okay. The way to do that is to pick ideally one area. If it must be two, let it be two, no more than that. Do not pick three. Pick 1 or 2 areas that you really care about in your life. 1 or 2 areas that you'd really love to see growth in, and just pour yourself into them. Do absolutely everything you can to grow as much as possible. Okay, for me, originally this was piano, and then from improving a shit ton in piano, because that was literally all I was focusing on, I then had the confidence to start working out. And then from there, I gained a ton of confidence. And so now I've tried all these other new things. I've made tons of friends. I've met lots of new people, and my life is a lot better. Confidence is such a key part of life, no, not especially as a man, I'm waffling. But yeah, I mean, there is not much more complicated than that. Literally just improve as much as you can in one or two areas of your life, and you will see a lot of improvement. Now, this doesn't mean that if you get a lot better at, say, writing poetry, for example. So you get really good at writing poetry, that doesn't mean you're going to be able to go out into the world and just, like just talk to strangers and have an absolute blast. You do need to focus your attention into those specific areas that you really want confidence in. So for a lot of guys, for the vast majority of guys, I'd say what they lack confidence in the most is social situations. Talking to girls, making friends. Not many people really want to talk to strangers, but once you learn that you can talk to strangers, you can introduce a lot of very fulfilling social interactions in your life that you didn't even know you were missing, right? And so the way to become confident in social situations, I will talk about faking it till you make it, because I found that incredibly useful, even though a lot of people rail against that nowadays. But the way to do that is practice. Practice talking to people. Practice talking to girls, talking to new people, trying to make friends with the guys in your class who maybe you don't talk to so much. Just doing that will improve your social skills, thus improving your competence in, the area of your life that is relationships. And so you'll become a lot more confident in that area. So let me adjust what I was saying. Actually, don't just pick one or two random areas. Pick the area that you want to gain confidence in the very most, and focus all of your energy into getting better in that area. That is what will make you very confident. Now, faking it till you make it. Faking it till you make it is basically where you pretend to be confident. You act like you're a really confident guy in the hopes of actually becoming confident. Now, it does work, but not quite in the way that it sounds like it should. You don't get to just become confident by pretending you're confident. It relies on a positive feedback loop, which is basically one positive change is made, and so that creates a condition that leads to that first positive change. And so you keep moving up and up and up. And basically what that looks like in practice, because that sounds very theoretical, I know, is you will act confident, okay? And people around you, they'll see that you believe that you're confident, or believe that you're confident. They'll think you believe that you're confident. And so they'll stop to believe that you're confident, and therefore have reason to be confident. And so they'll treat you like a confident guy, i.e. they will treat you better. They'll treat you like a more valuable person. They'll treat you like, they'll just treat you better, right? And because they're treating you better, your self-image will improve, because you'll start to see yourself as this guy who is actually worth something. That sounds very nihilistic. You'll start to see yourself as this guy who does better in social situations. Going from this guy who no one really cares about, no one really goes out of their way to talk to you, to this guy who, when you talk to people, they actually seem kind of interested. This will make you feel like you have interesting things to say. And so that will create more confidence in you. And so people will treat you better. So you'll become more confident, so people will treat you better. And that just keeps repeating and repeating and repeating. And gradually, over time, you'll become more confident. And it is wonderful. That is all. I know this video was a bit of a mess. My brain is all over the place. But yeah, if you want to become confident, get good at shit, specifically in the areas that you want to be confident in. So if you want to be good in social situations. If you want to be confident in social situations, get good at talking to people. It is really that simple.